Greetings, fellow visitors. This is Upgrade Terminal, a Star of Providence fancast. I'm Malachi.
And I'm Nick. Welcome back to the facility.
A few years ago, I made a Star of Providence themed interpretation of The Night Before Christmas, which is a poem by Clement Clark Moore that was originally published in 1823. I didn't know that until Nick told me.
And honestly, it just felt nice to just release a little bonus thing that Malachi happened to have done on this particular day. It's just a nice little treat for you.
You know, we're grateful for our listeners, for fellow fans of Star of Providence, and we just wanted to say to each of you, happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Take care, everybody. We'll see you in the new year.
See you in 2024. Coming at you live from our studio in the ruins of the Twin Spires Research Facility, tonight is TSN's annual Giftmas Special. We've got a lot of Giftmas cheer in store for you, but first on the program is a reading of the classic Giftmas poem, A Visit from St. Kleines, as read by Unknown Hooded Figure. We hope you enjoy.
'Twas the night before Giftmas in the facility. Not a ghost was heard stirring, at least not by me. The stockings were hung on the hub wall with care, in hopes that St. Kleines the cat soon would be there. The crawlers were nestled deep underground, kept warm by the heat vents they'd gathered around. D13 with their juice box and I with my mug had just powered down 'neath a blanket so snug. When outside the hub there arose such a clatter, I powered back up to see what was the matter. Away to the door I flew with a dash, expecting an enemy with which I might clash. The moon shone so bright as it hung dignified, its celestial light allowed nothing to hide. Among the detritus left behind by the wars came an old weapon trove pulled by 8 big blast cores. With a familiar driver, that distinctive outline, I knew in a moment it must be St. Kleines. Rapid as crushers his blast cores they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now boombox, now panflash, now charger and rocket, on ticker, on gusto, on salvo and sprocket. Toward the top of the spires, to the top of the wall, now blast away, blast away, blast away all. As dry leaves before the coolant fans fly, the explosive procession floated into the sky. So up toward the spires the blast cores they flew, with the trove full of weapons, and St. Kleines the cat too. And then, in a twinkling, I heard overhead, the blast cores were crackling, I thought we were dead. As I turned around to warn my good friend, down from the ceiling St. Kleines did descend. He was covered in fur, orange with brown little stripes, but was dirty and wet, must have crawled through the pipes. A bundle of weapons he had tied to his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, they were smiling, his ears twitched as if merry, his whiskers were cute, his nose like a berry. On his tail there was tied a colorful bow, in the light of the jukebox his fur seemed to glow. 'Neath his breath he was humming a familiar tune, from the arc of a dream into memory hewn. His body was broad, with a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a flan or a jelly. He was chubby and plump, a big blob of a cat. I laughed when I saw him, though he didn't like that. But a wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, filled our stockings with weapons, then turned with a jerk, and laying his tail aside of his nose, after bobbing a bit, back to ceiling he rose. He sprang from the pipe into his old weapon trove, and back into the night St. Kleines the cat drove. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, I bought your gifts with the scrap you collected last night.
You're listening to TSN's Giftmas Special. Up next, we have a live performance by Hermit and the Crawlers singing their Giftmas favorite, Bullet the Red-Nosed Blastcore. If you'd like to contribute to our annual TSN fundraiser, please send your scrap to the bellows, where it will be melted down and used to add to TSN's arsenal and repel any and all intruders that seek what is ours.